I was giving an analogy of gold that if gold starts coming down in terms of price, so let me show you the chart of gold. Let me bring it out. Gold, 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 USD, gold spot. So this is gold. This is the price of gold. This is gold. Gold has been going up, and currently the highest price gold has been ever is $2,070. So if price start falling now, and then you know, and then start falling, and then get to like the cheapest it's been in history. I think in recent history rather, 2002, gold was $255. Now, before gold even get to this price, a lot of buyers will have flown into the market to buy it. And then if you can remember from your secondary school days, economics, demand and supply. So the more the demand, the higher the price. So especially when the commodity that you are demanding for is scarce. So the more the demand, the higher the price. So if everybody is bringing money, want to buy gold, you can be sure that the price of gold will keep increasing. And then if so everybody want to buy, nobody want to sell, and it is scarce. So the sellers are not ready to sell, the buyers are willing to buy. What is going to happen? The few people that want to sell, they are going to be selling at a very higher price. Same thing if price has gone too high. So if price of gold, if everybody perceives that gold is now too expensive, it's too expensive, and everybody wants to sell, and nobody wants to buy. So it means that there's now so much supply and there's no demand. What does that cause? I mean, price will just fall like water. That was the same thing what happened with Bitcoin a few years ago. Let me bring out the chart of Bitcoin. Yes, BTC USD. So this is what happened with Bitcoin. So look at what happened. My price went up, and then there was no more buyer. Everybody want to sell because everybody believed that price has gone too high, because price went from okay, let me put up my pure separator. So in 1 year, price went from 500 or 600 to $20,000 to 19,474 something. So look at it. Price went from less than 1,000 to close to 20,000 in 1 year. So it's just logical that people want to sell and believe that price is too high. So nobody want to buy, or let me not say nobody. Most people want to sell and only few people want to buy. So what happened? There's so much supply and there's limited demand. What happened? Market do what? Market fail. And that makes that price where market start falling becomes a key level. So if market touch that place again, it's likely going to fall again. But then it might not fall as it has fallen before, but it will fall again. That is the simple analogy, or the simple um, uh, fundamental understanding about what key level is. Do you understand that? So if you now open charts, do you understand that? I need your responses. Do you understand that? Please use the chat box. Okay. So if you don't understand, you might have to watch the video again to listen to what I've said again. So the question now is, how do you draw key levels in the market, and what do we use them for? Now, to draw them in the market, just go to H4 or D1. So just go to H1 or H1 or H4 or D1, and then zoom out as much as you can. Then look out for points where market has retraced before, where market touched and retraced several times, maybe 2 or 3 times. So the first we can look at is this. Price touch it 1, 2, 3, 4, and then price fell. Now the next one we can see is this. So it could be up or down. So it doesn't have to be up alone. So price touch this place, came down. Same thing here. Price touch it 1, 2, 3, touch it again here, touched it, several times, and price is currently around it as well. So draw as many as you can see. So once you are done with that, go to a lower time frame or zoom out so that you can adjust what you've drawn so far. So because I now went to a lower time frame, I can probably see more. Now, once I'm done drawing, I will not tell you why I'm doing that. Why I'm doing that, why we need to put lines there is because in the market, history always repeats itself. Market history always repeats itself because market has memory, but you don't. So market history always repeats itself, but and then market has memory. Market remembers where it has turned before and might likely turn again, but you don't. So how do you know when to await, when market should turn or so, if you don't do something to help you mark it? And that's why we have to mark all of those places so that we can know what to do. And that's why until price gets close to a key level, we don't take a trade. And that's where I'm going. You don't just enter market and click buy or sell. You wait for price to get to a key level, because market is either going to a key level or moving from a key level. So market always move from key level to key level, level to level, zone to zone, supply zone to demand zone to supply zone. That is how markets move. So if you just jump into the market in between the zones, you can blame yourself. So the best way to trade is to wait for market to get to a zone or a level, whatever name you want to call it, before you take a trade. And that's where the patience in trading comes in. So how do you draw it? It's the simplest thing. Open a chart. Okay, I draw on this. Okay, let's use go chart for example. Open a chart and then look at where price has been before. Put a line there. Once you have 2 points, you are okay. With the third point, you confirm it. So you have just draw. So the ones that are closer to the where price is, and then you have it. So who else does not understand how to draw key level before I continue discussing? Because there's another part of it I need to explain, but I want you to be sure you understand. I want to be sure you understand this part first. I don't understand how to draw key level on my chart. Please, I need you to signify in the chat box. Or I understand how to draw key levels now. I need you to signify on the chat box. If you can draw key level now on any chart, let me know on the chat box. I'm waiting for our responses. I need everyone to respond. I can't. I need to get feedback before I continue. I'm waiting for you guys. Okay. Others, I'm waiting for your responses. I can't, just that. I will still open room for question. If you can't, what is your question? What is your specific question? What part of it don't you understand? Let me know so that I can clarify it now. So if it's something I can clarify now, I will do. If it is nothing, it's not something I can clarify. If you need to watch the video again, I will tell you. So ask your question as well. If you can't ask your question, you coming late is not the reason you can't, because I've gone over it again. I've went over it like 2 times now. Okay, how do you shift the line? Just click on it and drag it. Okay, so let's say, okay, now let me look for another chart then. Kali, where's another chart here? Okay, I already have levels on this place. Let me use another chart, something totally different. Okay, so now you see a chart like this. You see a chart like this. How do you draw key levels on it? So the first question I'm going to ask myself is, I need to look at the point where price got to and started. So if price gone up and started coming down, something must be somewhere here that is sending price back down. And that's what we are trying to mark. So there's something here, there's something here, there's something here sending price down. That's what I'm trying to say. There's something here sending them back up, because price touched it and went up. Even though got broken here, but touch it, went up here. So same thing here, same thing here, and then like that, now what? So like I said, you need to draw focus on where price is. So you need to focus on, so the person that asked, how do I move the lines? Just click on it. Once you click on it and they brought out this thing I have here, that means you can drag them. So you can see I'm dragging them the way I want. And it's also very easy to drag, even if you are using mobile, either on mobile or your phone or your laptop. It's very easy. So it is that easy. So Stephen, I just did it again. Very simple to draw. If I was just going to focus on how to draw, it would have been done with this class. But what the explanation I was trying to do is for you to understand fundamentally what they mean. So that's what I was trying to explain. So where price has been, and all of that. So the other part of it that I wanted to explain is this, because by the time you start reading books and all of that, which I already shared with you, I believe I've shared the library with you that has like 21 books that you can pick at random and read. And then I recommend you to read as many of them as you can. If I haven't, I think I have, but if I haven't, I'll drop the link on your group again so that even if I haven't sent it to you as a mail, you can access it through that link. So now the next part of it I want to talk about is this. Please don't get confused. And then if it's going to confuse you, just forget about the name, because I just want to tell you some names. So if the name is going to confuse you, just forget about the name and focus on just one name, which is key level, because that is the group name of everything. So by the time you start reading books or discussing with other traders, they will tell you my demand zone, my supply zone, my support, my resistance, and different other names. I want to just show you what those things are. So for example, now, if we open a chart like this, um, I want to use what we've done before so that I won't have to do something recently. Okay, so let's say we we drew something like this, insert shape. Like I said, it's not a particular price, it's a price range. So price can reverse at any point. So let's say we drew this. And let me also make this confession. At times I get confused with the name, especially when it comes to demand and supply. But actually, this is the supply zone. So, and then here, the demand zone. So price move from here to here, from here to, so it doesn't really matter. But what really matters is this, that you will get to hear most, is support and resistance. So I'm just going to first draw it as an analogy, first use an annotation to draw it before. Now look at this. If you have watched the last class or you were in the last class, we made something like this, price move like this. So let me use another. Impulsive, corrective, impulsive, corrective, impulsive, corrective, impulsive. Sure you still remember? So, and these are our key level. Just assume they are straight. Now, this is our key level. Now, the question is, this is one, this is another, this is another one, just like we drew all of them. This same key level, this same one, okay, let me start with this. This particular key level, no, let me do it well. Let me do it well. Let me draw everything well. Sorry, pardon me. Let me draw it well so that I don't confuse anybody here. I'm just going to use origin normal line that we use for our key level so that you can understand well. So let me now draw annotation on it. So this is it. Now, if you look at this, this is how market move, right? If you look at this is a support. Now, this is a support. Why is this a support? When price is going down, it supported price from continue the downward movement is a support. Now, but this is a resistance because price went all the way, got here, and got resisted. So price has to fall. So this is a resistance, and the resistance sent price back to a support. But price got more momentum and broke through the resistance to another resistance. And the other resistance sent price back to the former resistance that is now a support. So if resistance here is now a support here, same line. So what was a resistance before is now a support because it has been broken. And that's why we say that it's just a matter of time. Every resistance will become a support and every support will become a resistance. So there's no big deal about the name. But the general name that is valid for everything is key level. So price got supported again by this resistance that it broke through. Then eventually got momentum to break through the new resistance. Met another resistance, got pushed back to the last resistance that was a support. That is now a support, and then like that. So and that's how price keep moving between resistance and support. Same thing if it's a downtrend. Same thing if it's a downtrend. So same thing. So there's a resistance here that sent price down. Price got supported here, got resisted here, broke through the support, broke through the support to another support, got sent back to a resistance, broke through the performance of the first support, and then now to another support, to another resistance, and it just go like that, like that. So support keep price from going down, resistance keep price from going up. Any question on that? If you guys understand all of that, then my job is done tonight. Any question on that? Any question or comment on that? Do you understand? Do you not understand? Do you have a question? I'm waiting for your responses on the chat. Just like I said, the general name for everything is what? Key levels. So either somebody call it demand zone, support zone, support, resistance. You can just stay with your key level name. I prefer it because it's correct for anything. It's, if you are talking about support and I'm talking about key level, I'm still right. You're talking about resistance and you're talking about support and my key level, I'm still right. If you're talking about demand or supply zone, and I still say my key level, I'm still right. So that's it. You just need to. Joseph, Bolu, I'm waiting for your responses. Bolu, Joseph, I'm expecting your comments. Okay, so like I said, if you understand everything I've said, then my job is done tonight. So what why are these key levels important? If you want to take trade and win your trade, it is important to wait for price to get to key levels. Like I said, price is always moving from key level to key level. So if you don't wait for price to get to key level, it's as good as you jump on a moving train. You can be lucky to jump into it and take you to destination, or you can be lucky to jump in front of it, or uh, and it crushes you, or you can be lucky to jump behind it and you are left on the rail. So it is a risky game to trade within levels. So you trade within, um, you let price get to, no matter how sure you are about a trade, let it get to key level. And that's why we always take our trades on key levels. Wait for price to get to key level, determine your direction, wait for your confirmation, then you enter your trade. It is that simple, but then the hardest part is that patience. Patience is the hardest thing in trading. 90% of people that lose money in trading, especially experienced trader, they will tell you the patience of not waiting for the trade to set up has made them lose more money than any other thing entirely, every other thing put together. So waiting for price to get to key level is important. And like I already said, this training is going to be a build-up. So for example, now you know how market move, impulsive, corrective, and you know why price retrace where they retrace, because there's a key level there. So you must not let any part of it slide. You must put everything you are learning together, from market structure to key level to every other thing we will learn. Because your ability to take a good decision about where market is going and when to enter relies on you being able to put all your tools, that is everything we are learning, together and make a decision by it. So do we have any question before we call it a day tonight? Any question, please? Please drop your question. Ask your question, please. I'm waiting for your question. Ask your question. Okay, you want to use you want to talk. Okay. I hope your background does not have noise. So sure, I've unmute you. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, are you with me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly, sir.
Okay, I have a chart in front of me which is Euro USD
Okay,
and is on
okay,
H4 time frame.
okay,
So I begin to try to practicalize exactly what you just did explain.
okay,
That and I put what do you call it, period separator.
okay,
So being on H4 between the period, I think what I should have is like possibly um so okay, anyway, what I'm having here, I don't know why I'm having like total number of, but it's confusing. I'm having like total number of 30 candles within the periods.
of
How
H4.
that on H4?
So let
How
me
is it able?
open, so let me open, it's possible to have it now, but let me open it so that I can show you what I'm talking about. It's very possible. So this is H4, Euro USD. So is it the last period? Is it here or here?
Yeah, yes, where you are now.
Here. So you have 30. Let's check it. Yes, it's possible. If it's 30, it is 30. It is still correct. 30 times 4 hours. That's 120. 120 divided by 24 hours. That's 5 days. It's still a week. H4 is a week.
Okay. Okay.
Monday to Friday.
1 week. Okay. So that means each candle
Is 4
takes how many
hours.
hours? 4
4
hours.
hours. That's why it's H4. 4 hours. H4. The 4 there is 4. The H there is hours. H4, 4 hours. D1, 1 day. W1, 1 week. Do you understand? Have I answered your question? I can't hear you. Hello, Sean. Have I answered your question? Joseph, I don't know what you've read before or what you've been feeding on. I don't advise anybody to go and take trading in 5 minutes. No. You don't go and take a trade on 5 minute time frame. No. Once you draw your key level, let price get to key level, then you will know what to do. How to know what to do is not what I'm teaching in this class. Is to be able to draw key level. Just follow it gradually. Don't jump ahead of the gun. You understand me? And then the idea of taking trade on 5 minutes, I don't know where you got it, but I need you to suspend it for now. You get my point? When we are done with the whole class and we are now looking at, when we are doing our demonstrative class, that is, we start taking trade, then we can discuss all of those concepts, the time frame to take trade and all of that. You get my point, Joseph? How do you know your next key level? You already draw it. So, and that's why I say when you are drawing your key level, draw it close to, draw the ones that are close to where price is at the moment. So this is where price is at the moment. So what are the key levels around where price is? As far as I'm concerned, this is one. This is another one. This might be another one. They look too close together, but it's rather it's better it is too much than for me to omit a good one. So these are these are key levels around where this is where price is. These are key levels around where price is. So price will rather go and touch this place or come down to touch here. And I'm ready to wait for price to do any of the one of the two things I just mentioned here. That's wisdom. Please, any other question, please? Joseph, did I answer your question? Joseph, did I answer your question? I need you to respond. If you can hear me, did I answer your question? Shion, did I answer your question the last time? Do we have any other question? I'm expecting
Yes,
to.
yes, you did. You did.
Okay. So, Joseph, did I answer your question? I'm expecting to hear a question, but I'm not getting it. So let me ask it myself. Now you showed us how to draw key level on laptop. How do we draw it on our phone? I'm expecting somebody to ask that. Either you draw with your phone or with your laptop. Of course, I advise that people journalists with your laptop. But then, if you look at the chat on my phone, they are also very busy. So, okay. So how do I draw my key level? How do I get these lines? on my phone, on my MT4 on my phone, since you can just get it on the system easily. I hope it's easy that way to do it on the phone. Yes, it is. How do I do that? I will show you. How do I do that? After tonight's class, I'm going to, maybe tonight or tomorrow, I'll do screen recording on my phone and drop it on the group for people that, does anyone want that? Does anybody want to know how to draw key level on your phone, MT4 of your phone? Let me be sure I'm doing the right content for the right people. Does anybody need it at all? Or do you know how to draw it already so I don't bother myself? Class is going to end in 2 minutes. I need your response. Do we need me to draw key level on phone for us? Okay, I go where, so yes, okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do screen recording and drop it. So I'm going to do screen recording and then so that we can get that done. So I'm sure we've learned something new tonight. And this is the assignment. Pull up 5 charts, different pairs, and then draw key levels on them, send it to my mail, peterakinola111@gmail.com. And drop it on the group. Let's have that discussion so I can correct on the group and we can all learn together. You know the group I'm talking about, the training group, not the main trading group, not the group where we have not the large group, but the small group for this class. I'm sure you understand what I mean. So 5 different charts, draw your key levels on it and drop it on the group before next class. So when is going to be our next class? We're supposed to do 2 classes a week. This class is going to end, so let's continue that discussion on the group. When is going to be our next class? I need we need to do another class before Saturday. So tomorrow will not work. I have a general meeting tomorrow. Tomorrow is always booked. We have 8 p.m. discussion tomorrow already. So I would have loved tomorrow too, but even it's too close actually. But tomorrow will not even work. So let's have that discussion.